Hello, all of my Dharma yogis. Welcome to class. I'm happy that you're joining me today. If you are joining me, you are here for an ebb and flow class or a yin yang class. So this is where we are going to kind of hit all aspects of yin practice and then also come into a little bit of flow. So we're going to start the class off nice and slow. We'll find some flow in between the beginning and the end of class, and then towards the end, we'll just wind things down in that yin style again. This class is open to all levels of yogis. So if this is your first class, you've picked a great one. And if this is not your first class, you've also picked a great one. If you are an intermediate or advanced yogi, you will just need to listen for some cues to go deeper into the postures if that is what you are wanting. But with all that being said, I think we're just going to dive right into practice, starting with our meditation like we always do. So finding a nice comfortable position, whether that's seated laying down on your back or belly or your side, or maybe sitting leaning up against a wall, whatever is calling to you today. Once you've found that position, closing down your eyes, letting out a nice big exhale. Settle into the breath. Noticing how your breath feels for you this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, whenever you're joining me. How has your day been so far? Is your breath reflecting that? Calming down the breath, slowing the breath. Calming the body, slowing the body. And just as you notice the breath, noticing the body. No judgments, no criticisms. Just loving the body and feeling how the body feels. Appreciating the body, the vessel that houses your wonderful soul. With these next few exhales, really feeling a sense of letting go in the mind, letting go of tension, stress, fear, expectations. Breathe them all away. If it feels appropriate for you to set an intention, to say a prayer, maybe a gesture or a mantra, coming into the space to do so. You can leave your hands where they feel comfortable. or bring them to heart center, Anjali Mudra. When that feels complete for you, bringing the hands back to their comfortable position. And we're going to use the breath to wake up the body, bringing movements back into the body, intuitive movements that feel good for you. Returning to a seated position if you're not already there. And blinking open your eyes when you're ready. All right, so we are going to start things nice and slow. Exhale, dropping the chin towards the chest. Inhale the right ear over to the right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, ear to shoulder. Keep going with your own breath. And the next time you find your right ear drifting over towards that right shoulder, we're going to pause and hold. You can walk your left hand out beside you. Wrap it around your back for a bind. You can also bring that right hand up to rest gently. Exhale, unwind, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. Same thing, you can walk the right hand out beside you, wrap it around the back, or maybe bring the left hand up. Exhale to unwind. Breathe your head up to neutral. Roll over the ankles. We're going to come into a child's pose. So we're going to bring the big toes close together, touching. Your knees can be as wide as your mat or as close together as touching, or anywhere in between. And then we're going to walk ourselves forward and down, melting that torso and forehead down onto the mat. We are going to be here for quite a few breaths. So settling in, you can leave your hands so your palms are face down to the mat. You can externally rotate the palms so that they're face up towards the ceiling. You can bring your hands together into prayer and bring the prayer behind your neck. Or you can reach back towards your feet. Whatever feels best in the body today. Remember, no matter how you've landed on your mat today, whether it's a beautiful landing or an emergency crash landing, you have landed. You have done the hardest part of the practice, and that is rolling out your mat and showing up for yourself. Take admiration, in that. No matter where we venture to in practice today, this is your home base. This is where you can come back to reconnect to the breath, to the intention, to the heart. On your next inhale, come up onto the fingertips, tenting them, bringing them back out in front of you if they weren't already there. Then we're going to walk the hands over to the right side of our mat, maybe off the mat a little bit. And then we're going to exhale back down, coming in for a nice lateral bend into the left side body. Make sure that the left hip is pushing back and down. Inhaling up onto the fingertips, walking yourself to center, pausing here for a cycle of breath, and then walking over to the left and exhaling down. Inhale back up, walking yourself to center, exhaling down. And when you're ready, let's push ourselves up nice and slowly into a tabletop position. Take your time. We were in that child's pose for a while. Coming out of the posture however you need to. Maybe extending one leg back, then the other. Maybe it's some hip circles. Whatever feels good for you. Okay, so we have landed into our tabletop position. We're going to start to cat-cow our spine. As we inhale, we bring our gaze up, feeling like the tailbone's going up to the ceiling and belly button to the floor. Exhale, rounding, tucking your chin to your chest. Keep going with your own breath. As you exhale, really push into those hands, feeling the movement come in between the shoulders. And as you inhale, feel as though that belly button is being pulled down. 2 more cycles of breath. Coming into a neutral spine. Bringing your right hand towards the center of your mat, rooting down. Inhale your left arm up and open. Exhale, we're threading the needle. So we're going to thread that left arm under the right. We're going to flow this 2 more times. Inhale, up and open. Exhale, down. 1 more. And we'll hold it this time. Allowing that left side of the head to rest down. Your right arm can stay where it's at. It can walk out in front of you. You can find a bind around your back. And if you really want to get balanced and going into that left shoulder blade, you can extend your right leg back like it's in a high plank position. As you exhale, bring everything back in. Inhale, we push into the right hand back up and open. Exhale, left hand goes down, sway those hips. Left hand roots this time. We inhale that right arm up. Exhale, threading the needle. We flow it 3 times. Up and open. Exhale, down. 1 more. And we'll hold it here. Right side of the head resting. Left arm can walk out in front or find a bind around the back. And you can extend that left leg to the back edge of your mat. Make sure you're opening that chest to the ceiling. As you exhale, bring everything back in. Inhale, pushing into the left hand, up and open. Exhale, right hand goes down. Tuck those toes. Send your hips up into a down dog. In our down dog, our hands are about shoulder width apart and our feet are about hip width apart. Making that big capital A shape with the body. Pushing the chest towards the thighs. Pedal out the legs. Sway the hips. All right, let's come into crouching tiger. So we're going to warm up the legs for our sun salutation. Inhale, coming up to those tippy toes. Exhale, bending into the knees, looking forward. Do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale down. 1 more. Coming into that down dog. All right, take a great big inhale. Exhale, walk, step, or jump your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, leading with that chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands beside the feet. Walk, step, or jump back for your high plank. Going through the vinyasa, we lower down to hover or to the belly. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 big breaths. Great big inhale. Exhale, walk, step, jump your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, leading with that heart chakra, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant those hands, walk, step, or jump back, high plank, going through your vinyasa. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 breaths. Great big inhale. Exhale, walk, step, jump your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant those hands beside your feet. Walk, step, jump back, high plank. Go through the vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale to your down dog. Paddling the legs. All right, our left foot's gonna root. We're gonna lift our right foot up. As we exhale, let's bring our right knee towards our nose and then step your right foot in between your hands. Drop down your back knee and tuck your toes. We're making sure the right knee is stacked on top of that right ankle as we come into this nice low lunge, pushing the hips forward and down. Okay, so we're gonna come into a little bit of a flow here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come inhale up, exhale, maybe inviting a little back bend. You don't have to. Inhale, coming back up to that low lunge. Exhale, sweeping it back for a half split. Okay, so we're gonna do that 3 times. And then on the 3rd time, we're gonna hold each one. So here we go. Inhale up. Exhale for that back bend if you want it. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweep it back, half split. Inhale, walk the hands forward and up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweep it back. Do that one more time and we're going to hold it this time. Three big breaths. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweep it back for your half split. And again, we're holding for 3 breaths here. Walking the hands forward, connecting the sole of the right foot. Tuck the back toes. Walk your hands over to that left side of your mat, pivoting the toes over to the left. We're coming in for a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're folding down. Grabbing your ankles or your knees, maybe opposite elbows and swaying. Just flipping the perspective. Releasing any grips you have in the hands. Coming in for that halfway lift. And then we're going to start to bend into the knees. So bending into that back left knee. And then bending into the front right knee. Coming in for that dancing skandasana. So your hands can stay rooted to the center of your mat. Or if you want to flow your hands back and forth with your legs, you can do that. Couple more breaths. All right, the next time your right knee, that front knee is bent, we're going to pause and hold. You can leave your hands rooted, or you can bring them up to prayer for a little bit more balance. Wherever you've landed, root the hands. Inhale back to that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, walking the hands over to that front right foot. Pivoting the toes to the front of your mat so they're facing the front. Rooting the hands, step the right foot back, float it or connect it, go through the vinyasa. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's do that again on the left side. Left foot goes up. Exhale, left knee to nose. Step that left foot in between your hands. Drop down your back knee. Untuck the toes. We're going to make sure the left knee is stacked on top of that left ankle and we're pushing the hips forward and down. Okay, we're going to come into that flow. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, inviting a little back bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweep it back, half split. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale to center. Exhale, we sweep it back. One more time, and this time we're holding. Inhale to center. Exhale, sweeping it back. 3 breaths. Walking the hands forward, connecting that left foot, tuck the back toes, walking the hands over to that right side of your mat, coming into that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Again, grabbing ankles, knees, opposite elbows, whatever feels good for you. Maybe bringing more weight into the heels and more weight into the toes. All right, when you're ready, inhale for that halfway lift. We're coming in for that dancing skandasana. So bending into one knee, then the other. Again, whatever you're deciding to do, whether it's moving the hands or keeping the hands rooted, or just dancing those hips, getting into the groin. The next time you find that front left foot rooted and knee bent, holding there, keeping the hands rooted, or bringing them to prayer. Inhale, coming back to that wide-legged forward fold. Halfway lift. Walking the hands over to that front left foot. Pivoting the toes over to the front of the mat. Step or float your left leg back. Go through the vinyasa. Exhale to your down dog. Pedaling out the legs. Swaying the hips. Right foot roots. Left foot lifts. Open up those hips towards the left, bending into that left knee. 3-legged down dog, left foot roots. Right foot goes up. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. Drop the back foot into a warrior one position. Inhale, coming on up, warrior one. Hips are opening towards the front. That knee is stacked above the ankle. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. Engage your core. Filling up with the inhale, and as the exhale, we open up warrior two towards the left. Our hips are now opening towards the left side of the room. Staring down that front hand. Keep the bend in the front knee. The back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, exalt your warrior. Your left arm just coming down that back leg, or maybe finding a bind around the back. Make sure you're keeping the bend in your front knee. Inhale, back warrior two. Exhale, front arm drops. We sweep the back arm down, up and open, extended side angle. You can stay like this or reach both arms forward like we're holding a big beach ball out to the side. You can open up the arms, or you can also find a bind. Wherever you've decided to land, the inhale taking you back to your warrior two. Straighten your front leg, reach forward. Exhale, come on down for triangle pose. We're keeping the right fingertips just hovering above the mat, even if they can touch. Exhale, both hands come down to that front foot. Stepping both feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Letting your top body just ragdoll here. Bending into the knees if you need. Maybe wrapping your arms around the back of your legs, giving yourself a nice hug in. Maybe grabbing opposite elbows. Shaking your head, yes. I am awesome. Releasing any grips you have in the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands beside the feet. Walk, step, or jump back for your high plank. Rooting the left hand down. We're rolling to the outer edge of that left foot. Inhale your right arm up for a side plank. You can drop down onto your left knee if you'd like. And if you would like to take it a bit further, you can extend your right leg up. Float it up. Wherever you've landed, exhale, high plank. Go through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Okay, now we're going to do that on the other side of the body. So just as we did on the other side, first our left foot's going to root and our right foot's going to lift. Open up those hips to the right, bending into that right knee. Exhale, three-legged down dog, setting down the right foot. Rooting into the right foot, the left foot lifts. As we exhale, we step the left foot in between our hands. Back foot's dropping to that warrior one position, so 45-degree angle. Inhale up, warrior one. Check in with your alignment. Great big inhale. Exhale, we'll open it up to the right, warrior two. Staring down that front hand, making sure the hips are open to the right, and that back foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, flip your front palm to the ceiling. Exhale, exalt your warrior. Make sure you're keeping that bend in the knee. Inhale back, warrior two. Front arm drop, sweep the back arm down, up and open. Extended side angle. Options here. Arms forward, out to the side. Open them up, or maybe find your bind. If you found your bind, make sure you're rolling that top shoulder open. Inhale back to your warrior two, wherever you've landed. Straighten the front leg, reach forward. Exhale down for that triangle pose. Exhale, both hands down to frame that front foot. Stepping both feet to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Once again, letting yourself ragdoll. Same options. You can bend the knees. You can bring your peace fingers around your big toes. Pulling yourself in nice and deep. Or maybe bringing your hastas under your padas. Your hands under your feet. Shaking your head no. I will not let any limiting beliefs or self-doubt stop me today. Releasing any grips you have in the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands beside the feet. Walk, step, jump back, high plank. Right hand roots. We're rolling to that outside edge of the right foot and inhaling the left arm up for our side plank. Again, you can drop down to the right knee, or you can float your left foot up for an extra challenge. Wherever you've landed, exhale to your high plank. Go through the vinyasa, cobra or up dog, down dog. Pedal out the legs. Sway the hips. All right. Left foot roots. Right foot goes up. Exhale. Bring the right knee to your nose. Sweep the right foot over to the left. Right hand roots to the center of your mat. Inhale the left arm up for falling star. You can hold it here or flow it with me. If you're flowing as we exhale, we bring that right hip to hover. Inhale, pushing back up. Exhale to hover. Inhale up. One more time. All right, wherever we landed, exhale, left hand roots back, squaring off those hips, sweeping the right leg back up and through, and then exhale, we're coming in for pigeon. So we're bringing the right knee to the right wrist and the right ankle to the left wrist. Untucking those back toes, making sure the hips are nice and square. Keep the chest open. As you exhale, walking forward and down, finding the space in the body, the mind, using the breath to find your stillness. When we come into this portion of the practice and we're slowing things down in a yin style, we focus on three things, the three pillars of yin yoga: depth, stillness, and time. The depth of the posture, stillness in the posture, mind and body, and the time in which we hold the posture. focusing for yourself on the depth and stillness. If you want to come up for a pigeon variation, walking yourself up, bending into your back left knee, and then grabbing for that left foot with either or possibly both of your hands, just depending on where you're at in your practice. Coming up, if you haven't already, tuck those back toes, sending your right leg back up and through. Open up the hips to the right, bend into that right knee. You can stay there or drop into your wild thing if you would like. Coming back to your three-legged down dog. Setting down that right foot, pedal out your legs. Right foot roots, left foot goes up. Exhale, bringing that left knee to nose, sweeping the left foot over to the right, rooting the left hand, and we inhale that right arm up for falling star. Holding here or flowing with me for the 3 breaths. As we exhale, we bring that hip to hover. Inhale back up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, bringing that right hand back, squaring off the hips, sending the left leg up and through, and then bringing that left knee to our left wrist. Left ankle to the right wrist for pigeon. Keep the hips nice and square. Try to have that front shin as parallel to the front edge of your mat as you can. Focusing on the depth and the stillness as you exhale forward. To find that threshold where you know you can find stillness. And settle into the breath. you want to come up for a pigeon variation, walking yourself up, bending into your back knee, grabbing for that foot with either or possibly both of your hands. If you haven't come up already, doing so now. Tuck your back toes, sending your left leg up and through. Open up those hips to the left. Maybe come into wild thing. Coming back to your three-legged down dog. And then setting down that left foot, paddling out the legs, and we'll drop to the knees and come to the belly. All right, we're gonna come in for Sphinx pose. So we're gonna bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. The hands are out nice and wide in front of us. Toes are untucked, knees are flat. Tops of the feet are connected. Inhale, dropping those shoulders from the ears and bringing the head up and feeling the contraction come to the low back. Breathing. Right, as we exhale, we're going to bring our left ear down towards the mat, the arms out to the side. And then when you're ready, bringing that right knee up towards the right elbow, keeping them connected on the ground. As you exhale, straightening the right leg, coming back to center. We'll come into Sphinx one more time. If you want more out of this, straightening the arms, this will bring you into seal pose. And again, we'll breathe here. This time as we exhale, we'll come down. The right ear is going to rest down onto the mat, arms out to the side. And when you're ready, bringing that left knee up towards the left elbow. When you're ready, straightening out your left leg. And then we're just gently going to roll ourselves onto our backs. It's okay if you're facing the wrong side of your mat. I promise it will be okay. Nobody can see. All right, hugging those knees in, rocking back and forth. Lay your arms out in a T position. Then allow your knees to fall over to the right, looking up to the ceiling or over to the left. Inhale, coming to center. And just hanging out at center for a cycle or two of breath. And then when you're ready, allow those knees to fall over to the left. Once again, looking up to the ceiling or over to the right. When you're ready, bring those knees back into center. Hugging them in towards the chest, rocking side to side. And then finding a closing posture that works for you. Maybe that's a happy baby. Could be a waterfall. Could be a supported bridge. Whatever feels like home. Whatever feels the best for you, choosing that here. And then when you are ready, laying out your legs nice and long, allowing the arms to lay to either side. Palms are facing up to receive energy. Palms down for grounding. Closing down your eyes. You have absolutely nowhere else to be. Absolutely nothing else to do for these next few minutes. I will bring the energy back into our space when the time is right. Until then, allow yourself this rest and relaxation. Slowly starting to bring energy back into your body. Small movements of your fingers and your toes. Movements of your wrists and your ankles. Maybe reaching your arms up above your head and stretching the legs out long. Or maybe hugging the knees in towards the chest. And from here, choosing to roll over to the left or the right hand side of your room, your left side representing energy and your right representing relaxation. As always, we take this as a chance to reset, restart, and renew. Taking what you learned from yourself, about yourself, in your practice today, and taking it out and truly living it in your life. When you're ready, I will meet you back into a seated position to close our practice. Trying to keep your eyes closed along the way. And once there, hands resting into the lap, or once again bringing them to Anjali Mudra. We will take a nice big cycle of breath together to close our practice. When you're ready, inhaling deep through the nose. Nice big exhale. May the sun bring you new energy by day. May the moon softly restore you by night. May the rain wash away your worries. And may the breeze blow new strength into your being. May you walk gently through this world and know its beauty for all the days of your life. With all of my light and all of my love, and always humbly in your service. Namaste. Thank you all so much for joining me in practice today. It was truly a pleasure to be here. Please make sure you're signed up to the newsletter so you can have a chance at all the giveaways, contests, and all the upcoming events and workshops. I do have a new blog post coming out here right away for April 1st, and as well as the April 1st newsletter. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, whether that's morning, afternoon, or night. And until next time, see you. Bye-bye.